We're going live.
Okay.
I am starting the broadcast. What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to Community Empowerment Hour with our guest speakers for the Ultimate Quantum Retreat, Christina Will Spears and Vakash Shivsandani. No, Shiv Dasani. I remember
There you
you
go.
said Shiv and then like the bottled water,
Yep.
Dasani. And we have Lacey Hart joining us hopefully very, very soon. And so, guys, we are here to talk. It's all about coaching. Okay. And, and coaching can be, everything from sports coaching to the coaching that the three of us do and all of the other guest speakers at the Ultimate Quantum Retreat. My specialty is health and wellness and mindset and living your best life due to the empowerment that you cultivate for yourself. Christina Will Spears, she is a Reiki master, spiritual master coach, and Vakash is a motivational speaker. And you're a mindset coach as well, right? Like an empowerment
Yeah, a
coach.
transformational coach, yes.
Transformational coach. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about transformation. And we're just waiting for Lacey to get on here real quick. I know she was having some issues, same doggone issues I was having last Saturday. I was supposed to be one of these speakers, and my phone wouldn't let me get on StreamYard. So hopefully she'll be able to log on at some point, maybe on her laptop.
Yeah, I wonder why that's being so difficult, but
Yeah. But boy, this is exciting. So yeah, go ahead, Christina. What were you about to say?
well, I was just going to say coaching. I've had coaching as part of my life. I was thinking about it since I was a really small child. I started thinking, when did coaching become prevalent in my life? And I've been really fortunate because coaching started for me when I was really young. Um, I, I loved to take swim lessons. I loved to take karate. I loved acting classes as a child. There was all kinds of different outlets. I had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of trauma in my life, and so I would use all of these different outlets as a way to kind of explore, get to know myself more, um, find me and
Mm-hmm.
heal me. And so these coaches became my friends, became my mentors, um, became a way for me to um, access different parts of who I really want. They really taught me more about who I wanted to be in a very positive aspect. And so it was from a very young age a really positive influence in my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was like, um, what more could I learn? All the time. I just couldn't soak up all those different outlets. I
Mm-hmm.
was one of those kids that couldn't take enough after school activities
Yeah.
because all those things were really um, really important to me. It was um, really fundamental in my childhood. And then as I became an adult, I kind of went away from that. And that's when um, depression kind of set in.
Mm-hmm.
When
I can see
I
that.
started doing energy work, I I started using coaches again, mentors, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that kind of came back. I started and it was beautiful because I started using first it was my Reiki coach, my Reiki master, and then it was another Reiki master, my light worker certification teacher. I mean, Erin was has been amazing. I don't even think of her as a coach or a mentor. I think of her more as a best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many people I have in my life now that are part of my community.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, that's, you have become one of them,
Hey
Here's
Lacey
Lacey.
everybody.
and
Hey,
Vikash.
girl, you got on.
I
Yay!
got on.
Yeah.
So sorry. I had technical
You guys have
difficulties
perfect timing.
and
I
here
know
I
it's
am.
You have perfect timing.
Good
Because
absolutely.
you
morning.
guys have all become part of my beautiful community, all
Mm-hmm.
because of of doing this,
Right.
of learning more about myself.
Absolutely. And, to that point, if you think about it, coaches, any modality of coaching is there to help or assist you in getting better at something, whether it's a basketball coach or a football coach or a life coach or a transformational coach, a Reiki coach. I mean, or a health and wellness coach. I mean, coaches are there to help bring forth the talent and the greatness, relative to us, said subject for you to get better and better.
Hmm.
So, Lacey, thank you for joining us. Lacey, and
Hmm.
you are a Reiki coach as well. Well, because you're coming on
Reiki
Empowered
teacher.
Conversations in 2 weeks,
Yes.
so I haven't, got to know you yet in that realm. But explain a little bit about what your coaching is.
So I teach Reiki. I have a Reiki program where I take you through Reiki 1 and 2, and Reiki is hands-on healing. It's energy work. So I have been doing that for about 5 years, and I have a 12-week program with my students, and I actually have one graduating in 2 weeks. And we just
It's
go
cool.
through, it's so exciting. And she's been booking clients, and she's going into her community, and she's helping her hometown, which is how I started. So I love that it's kind of like a ripple effect, because I believe that it starts at home. That's how you
Hmm.
can make changes, is in your community, and then it branches out because it all starts at home, right? So that's what I work with one-on-one, really in depth and intimately with my clients. And we go through a 12-week transformation where we learn Reiki 1 for 6 weeks, and then we learn Reiki 2 for 6 weeks. And then I have a master's program, but that's a little bit more.
Hmm.
that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
lot in
Yeah.
depth. So that's what I do.
Master's is
Very in depth. Yes, because that is where you are teaching classes. That's where you are able to do the attunements on people. So that is just very, that's a lot for somebody. So that's a whole different ball game. But my regular coaching is Reiki 1 and 2. And with that, there's business coaching, because I teach how to run a business with Reiki and how to stay safe and how to be safe from anything, just those types of things.
Right, and to protect yourself as
Yeah.
well from the energy, because oftentimes, with that energy work, you have to protect yourself from absorbing whatever it is that you're
Yeah.
assisting someone in releasing from themselves. So,
Absolutely.
Vakash, I know you're competing with 3 women fighting for all the time, so you're just gonna have to jump your ass in.
Okay, I got you.
Well,
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and your remarkable phenomenalness.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been a coach for the last couple of years, and it's as a result of, almost 16 years ago now, I had an accident that left me in a wheelchair, and very different from Christina. Uh, I was the rebel growing up. I did not stay after school and did do all the fun stuff. I was kind of the bad kid, and so it really wasn't until like later in life where I realized I did need mentors, because for a long time was resorting to drinking alcohol and things like that eventually led me to this accident that left me in a wheelchair and caused me to ask all these questions about life and how I wanted to live it. And so, I followed a lot of teachers and ended up in a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza workshops that
Mm.
eventually led me to getting my own coaches, that led me to becoming a coach myself, to help people on their own transformational journey, to release their past, to learn how to live in the moment, and how to create the life that they truly want to live. So, and I've definitely been messing around with energy work and all that kind of stuff. So really excited to be around all of this estrogen now today. So
Estrogen and a little bit of testosterone.
yeah.
but that's
Um,
beautiful that it's come
yes.
full circle for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting to me when I look back on my life to see like what I've become, because
Oh.
I've been on all ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I'm sure it's taught you a lot by going through all of that.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. I think at the end of the day, right? Like, we are having experiences every day. Every experience creates an emotion. And so because of that, we're constantly accumulating energy. And then, when we're talking about coaching and doing the work that we do, at the end of the day, we're just trying to shed the energy from the past and, kind of keep going. And it's really about building that practice, right? To
Right.
maintain the transformation so that you can continuously let go of your day and come into the moment, and that's really I think the way that you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. So, Christina, um, you were sharing with us a little bit about like throughout your life, you've always sought that which enables you to do better and be better. So, give like we're also talking about how we as coaches have coaches.
Hmm.
And because when you're on the journey, when you're on, I call it a journey of greater self-awareness and greater access to what all life has the potential to offer. You're constantly seeking to, it's not about being necessarily better, but it's about accessing more, just in my opinion. And so that's why we, in this realm of coaching, like, what can I learn from Lacey? What can I learn from Christina? What can I learn from Nakash? Gash, Marco, Grace. It's like, I mean, I inundate myself with people like yourselves to,
Definitely.
like you were saying, the greater access of what more can I learn that I have the potential.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because the more you're around people who have deep thoughts, the more you're going to have deep thoughts. The more you are around people who are thinking about um, manifesting something great, the more you're going to manifest something great yourself. In order to um, work on improving your life, you want to put yourself in around people who are also improving their life. So I realized several years ago that the people when I was really sick
Mhm.
and unhappy, that I was around a lot of sick and unhappy people. And that,
You just
you
gave me
know,
cold chills.
well, yeah, it was like, wow, and and I started taking, you know, looking at posts and taking classes and stuff, and I started talking to the people I was around, and they didn't really feel like changing, and I couldn't change them.
Right.
I couldn't change them, and it was a lot of energy trying to change them. And so at a certain point, I just spent a lot of time by myself, you
Hmm.
know, and I spent probably a couple years, at least 2 years by myself, not a little bit more. And and I just concentrated on me. Other than,
Hmm.
my immediate family, it was just me. And as I did that, I worked on myself and my immediate family and my environment. And as I did that, I worked with these coaches, and my environment improved.
Yep.
Things improved.
And you probably
And
started attracting more people with that new vibration that you were emitting.
exactly, the people that were meant for me started coming into my life, and the people that were no longer meant for me started just leaving my life. And the vibration changed. And so then as I started working with different coaches and mentors, I started finding beautiful people
Yeah.
that I really loved working with. And that's when I found the people that I wanted to work with, or that
Hmm.
I intended. I saw, wow, this would match my intention. And that's when I asked them to be a part of this retreat eventually. But, you know, it was a long time coming, because I first had to work on myself and my own, improve myself, because there was probably a 5-year period of improving myself to
Hmm.
get to that vibrational match. And in the meantime, I was working with these mentors and these coaches, and that's how I found the people that vibrationally matched in the first place.
Yeah. How about you, Lacey?
So I kind of went through something similar to Christina, where I had my dad passed away, and Reiki came to me one night in the middle of the night, I woke up with anxiety, and my guide said, it's time to heal right now. And I did my first healing on myself at 3 a.m. and they walked me through it. And then I went through a period of by myself too, because I was surrounded. Mine was a little different. I was surrounded by addicts because I had an alcohol issue. So I had to look around and see where I was at and how I played into that. And I had to take a step back and say, okay, well, I need to heal, because like you, Christina, you said nobody was ready to jump. And I was ready to learn and grow. And I've always been, I love to learn. I've always loved to learn. So I had to go through a period of aloneness and figuring out who Lacey was and what Lacey wanted to be and do and see in life. So I resonate with that so much. And when you go through such a deep transformation by yourself, you really love yourself and rely on yourself, and you become your own best friend. You take yourself out to lunch. You take yourself to do things because you realize, wow, I am the person I want to be with. I am the person.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me as well. And then Reiki, you know, I found my Reiki mentors and masters who taught me my Reiki 1, because I was willing to let go of these people in my life that no longer served me. And then, like you said, all these coaches and mentors come in, and all these amazing people who just want to love you. They love you and they want to help you. And it's such a pure love.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so unconditional. And it's like, I'm going to meet you in your mess. And you're like, what, for me? And they're like, yeah, because you're worth it. And then you think, I get to do that for people. I get to pay that forward. So the whole journey of love has been so big. And that's how I found all my good mentors, teachers, and friends, was just emitting my own frequency and loving myself through my mess. And then people who love me through my mess came. And now we can do that for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Vakash.
Yeah. You know, from 2014 to 2017, I went through a series of health challenges. And it was like I would get what was called a pressure sore, which is common for paraplegics, where basically I developed a wound on my backside from a lack of sensation. And the first time it happened, I like kind of let it go further than it should have been. Ended up like being bedridden for 6 to 7 months. And the next year I got another one, which was about like 4 months. The next year I got another one, which was like a couple of months. But like in all of these situations, I was not only stuck by myself for the most part. I did have some help during that situation, but I was bedridden. So it was like I was like stuck with my thoughts, emotions, all that kind of stuff. And I think with every time that, you know, we're really left alone in any situation, we're really like left to clear whatever we've been storing. Those situations actually taught me how to release emotions, and that I was holding on to so many things, and it actually made me go like deep into Pandora's box to release that. And I did have a mentor at the time that also guided me to like see everything is happening, you know, like for you, not to you. And so I would, you know, look at that. But every time I would come back from these situations, I definitely like was not as aligned to the same people. And you know, when you come out of life for that period of time, you're also not in as much communication with people. So it just like I was shifting, and then like we weren't in communication, so it separated. And then it was interesting how I was trying to find my way, because it was even with my family I couldn't really connect with after a while. And all these situations caused me to really get into a lot of quantum, you know, meditation work. And as I really started understanding that, I tried to relay it to so many people around me, but like they're just crickets, you know.
Forget it.
It's just, and I tried hard. Like I was persistent, and I think I just pissed them off or something. So eventually, like I found my crew, and it keeps changing even now, because I think the more and more we ascend, the more and more we're moving into our purposes and our lives. It's like the people just shift around, and it just never ends. I don't know. I think it's kind of just part of the transformational process.
To your point about, wanting, sharing vehemently, like with all the, purposefully with all the people. It's because you love and care about them.
Mhm.
And, everybody's on their own journey. And so when you're sharing, because I'm the same way, Vakash, I did this sand tray meditation with this woman who does this, like the sandbox, and you go into one of these rooms in her house, and she's got like, you just trinkets, you just name any type of trinket, Disney trinkets, anything, and you just randomly pick stuff off of the wall and you put it in a sandbox and you arrange it, and you're not even really thinking. And one of them was a monkey, and it was, and it had something on his back, and I said, I want to bring people on my journey where I'm headed, and I was carrying them on my back. That was a representation of that. But it's like everyone is on their own journey, and you can share all you want, but it's up to them to have that epiphany. It's up to them to have their own dark night of the soul, or whatever you want to call it, to go, you know what, I need to do something different. And like, to both Lacey and Christina, what y'all were saying is, so I've been on this, personal growth, self-awareness journey since I was like 23, 24 years old. But I have had these peaks and valleys of crazy bullshit that's happened in my life, that then, it's like something happened in 2019, rug was pulled right out from under me. Boom. And it was like, God, the depression and the feeling of wanting to die, and the feeling that, you're just drowning, and you to pick yourself. But I was diligent, because I knew the tools, and I'd been using these tools on and off throughout my adult life. I was able to eventually come to this awareness about the why, and go, okay. And then since then, all that has blossomed. And even since then, like you guys were saying, like through this, like what we would seem as negative, painful, like you're like when you were in the hospital, Vakash, on your back for months at a time, that was another place of where, being alone in essence, and discovering more of, what is possible, and
Yeah.
and what is to come of that crazy, heartbreaking situation, or or just moving on and leaving people behind. And then holy cow, 2020, we were all forced, the whole world was forced to sit
Yeah.
still.
Some
And that's how I met all of you. Like, now I'm meeting like all of you guys, this huge community of people that I'd been begging for.
Right.
sometimes all of that is part of our soul path.
Yeah, I
And
know.
that's something that, we've decided way before we were born. However, what coaches and mentors can do is access tools for us to use to help assist us during those times.
Hmm.
And that is what I think is very, very helpful, very useful, because, to know how to ground, to know how to protect ourselves, to know how to manifest, to know how to access our timeline, to know how to do all these, to know how to align ourselves, to know how to do all these different things is so important as we're moving through,
Hmm.
you know, is it's just crucial sometimes, because, if otherwise it just feels like we're this boat without any oars,
Yeah.
you know. And so that's basically what we're doing, is we're offering tools, because I mean, and every time we go and get more tools from another coach or mentor, we're basically just offering those tools to the people we have. We're giving more and more down the line. So, and then when we do these retreats, you're getting the tools from 12 coaches and mentors all in one. And that's
Exactly.
the package, it's like you're getting a huge tool package all in one,
Yeah.
versus the tools from one person.
Better be ready to take notes.
Yeah,
Yes, Vakash.
exactly. I mean, my goodness.
Don't you guys think that what we do, and this is how I've always felt, is that we have the tools to stay a step ahead of it, a step ahead of the bullshit.
Mhm.
Now, because you can get real, like you were saying, Steph, like you get down, depressed, you get stuck in it for a minute. And I always give myself like 24 to 48 hours to bask in it. Let
Mhm.
myself feel it, because I can't
I
run.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put on my comfy robe and cry. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever, and I'll sit in it, and I will cry and just let myself be, because I'm not going to deprive myself that morning time, that grief. I'm not going to do it, because I have before, and then it just comes up later, way
Yeah.
harder. And then you're grieving over something small, and then all these big things hit you, and you're like, ah, okay, now I'm down deeper.
Yeah.
So I let myself have that time, and I just do it, and I allow myself the grace of, okay, I went through a really hard time, so I'm going to let myself process it, because it's better for me to process it now. And then it allows me to stay a step ahead of it, because I've not pushed it down, I've not suppressed it, I've not just got my phone out and was like, I'll just mask this with whatever.
Felt it. You
I
felt it before
I
you
feel
feel
it.
it. Yeah.
Yes,
To
I
feel
allow
it, you
myself
can
to
really
feel it.
heal it.
Yes,
Mhm.
girl, you get it. And so I stay a step ahead of my own bullshit too. That helps me put myself in check, because we have to put ourselves in checks, and thank God for mentors and coaches to help us do that, right? And
Mhm.
for our community, because without each other, we'd be, like Christina said, on a boat with no oars, just drowning.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's about like living your life as a meditation. I think we get
Love
caught
that.
we get I think a lot of times you start this journey, you get into meditating and you get into like a peaceful space and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got this," and then life throws you some curveballs or whatever, and the shit hits the fan and you don't know what to do. And so like I think it's about building, we build that awareness and really take that meditation to your life. And so when you build that awareness, when you're triggered, when things are coming up for you, and then you have the tools at this point with all the work I've done and all the retreat. And I don't even know, like it's in the 20s maybe.
Yeah.
And so depending on the situation, like I know what to do, where to go to. Sometimes it is like taking a couple days off and just allowing myself to be in it, because it's exactly right. You want to feel it through to get rid of it. A lot of times when the emotion comes up, where how do I make myself feel better fast, right? How do I get out of it? No, like you gotta sit in it, like and let it go away. And I try to, like, with the tools I use and stuff. I think it's actually evident for everybody in a transformational journey, but I like to put them in different categories. There's 4 different categories. One is releasing emotional baggage, right?
Mhm.
The more and more you can be aware that of the emotions coming up and releasing them. The second, the more and more you release the emotions, the more connected you are to your intuition, right? So the intuition is your GPS of your soul. It's connecting you to your highest purpose, your best possibilities. So really, like, getting in tune with that and following that guidance. The third piece is setting those intentions for manifesting that vision, whatever you got. And then the fourth one is to live in your own energy, because we get caught up with all the with the TV and the news and the people's dramas and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And the more and more we can maintain our own energy, because when we're taking on other people's stuff, now we have to release other things that are not even ours. And so really
Yeah.
getting clear of those 4 things and using the tools around them, I think, really keeps us in a ahead of the game, or a few steps ahead of the other people.
Right.
I agree.
I love
Those
that.
are
Live
good.
your life as a
I
meditation.
do. That was
I just
Yeah.
took that down. I'm gonna be sharing it. Or dash Vakash Shiv
yeah.
Dasani.
Yeah.
That's a good quote.
That was good. That's a writer downer, like Carol Boston says. That's a writer
Yes.
downer.
Yes.
You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
S-
Yeah. It's nice to spend time with people that you really click with. And I think that's also part of of these retreats, is to spend time with people that are in alignment with your energy. Really connecting with people that are on the same energy wavelength as you.
Right.
Yeah. And if anybody's on the fence about joining us for any reason whatsoever, it's like Vakash said, if you go through these 4 important steps, and then you're trusting your intuition. What does your intuition tell you about joining a group of people like ourselves? What value could you possibly bring to yourself and your life and your future by even if you're not able to come to Arizona and be with us in person, we have Zoom tickets. Anybody from anywhere in the world can join up and be a part of this. Just ask yourself, what else is possible? Is this for me? Like, what could I learn? And like Vikash said, we've got 12 people. So, and I think Marco shared recently that we retain like 20% about a week later after we go to a seminar or a retreat. And then like several weeks down the road, it's like 5%. Well, he's like, you'll be retaining 5% from like 12 different people.
It's a lot.
And we're going to bring it, y'all.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Well, and
Grace
even
is on. Grace says hi.
that's a definite. Hey, Grace. That's definitely a reason for retreats. I always write everything because I retain more when I write everything down.
Mm-hmm.
I love to go to retreats personally. I've been going to them since I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to off the grid retreats. I've gone to ones where it's been thousands of people. I've gone to all kinds of different ones, and I've always received tons and tons of information that from all of them.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, I always come home with tons of like writing, tons of, like a notebook or something from them
Yeah.
because there's just always something, or, I always come back with friends, new
Yes.
friends.
Yes, new
It's
friends,
just
new
really cool.
community. And my
Yeah.
girlfriend Sandra just jumped on, and I want it because I know she's very busy today. Sandra, the retreat is May 13th through the 15th in Tucson, Arizona. We have both. Obviously, we're good. We have 100 in-person tickets. I don't think we have. I know we don't have 100 left. We got,
No.
I don't know how many we have left, but we also have a Zoom ticket. And their tickets right now are only $295 till the 15th of April. It's going to be amazing. So anything that one of the coaches shares, obviously you won't be able to eat my food if you're not there in person because I'm going to be doing a cooking demonstration. But any downloads, any information that is printed out and shared with our in-person guests will also be shared with all the people who attend via Zoom. So no excuses, guys. Only 200. Where in the world are you going to, for $300, receive 12 people? Go ahead, Christina.
Well, not only that, but we're doing this raffle.
Oh yeah, the raffle. Oh yeah, there's
And
like
the
that's what we're giving
raffle,
away, a free ticket.
yeah, well, yes, we're giving away a free ticket, but we're also doing this raffle where we have people have the opportunity once they buy a ticket to get a one-on-one with their coaches, the different coaches. So then they have this opportunity to have more intimate, time with these people. And the more they interact throughout the event, the more chances they have to receive more tickets. So this is going to be a really cool way to get more tickets, interact, the more questions they ask, the more things that they do throughout the event. I mean, it's kind of a cool way I think, to get tickets. And then we're going to I have a couple special things that are going to happen that I haven't even told the other speakers that I'm planning for. And then there's something else. Were you gonna say something, Vikesh?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, it just
Yeah, I
looked like
kept
you were
thinking
going.
Vagesh was wanting to jump in too.
I know, it just looked like you were going to.
I was hanging on to every word you were saying.
I
I'm in
know.
suspense.
It just looked like you were going to. And then yeah, so all of that stuff is going on. Oh, and then yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just excited about everything. So I'm looking forward to all the raffle, and that we're going to do at the end of the month. We're going to do the free ticket, pull.
Yes.
So there's still a chance for someone to win a free ticket.
Yes, Sandra, come on. And bring a friend, Sandra. Bring 5
And
friends.
if you're not sure how to enter the free tickets, just like comment and we will let you know after the show. So,
Absolutely.
because we definitely want to give away a free ticket. We're really excited about giving away a free ticket.
Yeah, and think about this, guys. I mean, if you're on the fence, like talk about this with one of your friends or 2 of your friends or 10 of your friends and see
Yes.
like, wow, like this is something I would love to do. Imagine again, even if you're like if you have any inkling or if there's anything pulling you to be I want to start or become on the journey or whatever with my life. I want my life to be better. I know there's more I can bring to the world. I know I have more potential. I know I want to bring my gift. I want to find out what my gift is. I want to find out. I mean, it's just jump. I say think fast, act quicker. That's just how I live my life.
Well, it's exciting too because this event is different in that it is our opening event. We have it at this value price. The next event is going to be at a different price point. It's going to be a smaller event. It's only going to be in person. There's not going to be the Zoom tickets.
Right.
It's going to, so if you're really wanting to see a lot of coaches for a really wonderful, wonderful value, this is a wonderful opportunity to try that. And then you're not only getting the coaches, you're also getting a chance to get those raffle tickets
Mhm.
and have a chance to
Prizes.
have that one-on-one with them too.
Right.
So it's just like really amazing. I don't think we're ever going to have this type of value again at this,
Like for
interaction.
this price. Yeah.
Not at this, yeah.
Yeah.
I do see us having other events and maybe even other online events, but not in-person events at
Right.
this value.
At this value.
At this,
Correct.
yeah. And so to I really, encourage people to take advantage of that
Mhm.
because to see, a lot of these are really interactive. They're really
Yeah.
giving everyone is just really putting a lot into it. And I really would like to see people taking advantage of that because I really think that they could get a lot out of it.
Mhm.
Well, you want to ask yourself this question at home probably. Is my life how I want it to be? Are you living your best life right now? Are you really happy with your current circumstances? Because if you're not, this could be an opportunity to change that, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Thank you,
yeah,
Vakash.
absolutely. We've all been there, you know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said what I was trying to say in like 1,000 words. You just said it in
Yeah.
5.
Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling tired?
Are you happy right
We
now?
all have our
Yeah.
gifts.
Indeed.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me break down what Stephanie said for it took 10 minutes to say in 3 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, all
It is
those
one of my
things.
gifts.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Just
Yes,
wait till the
just
retreat, you know.
I know. Stephanie will be up there like talking for like 3 hours, and Vakash's like, "Well, 15 minutes. Holy cow! It was worth the 15 minutes I was in Vakash's presence. Woo! Woo! Seriously though.
Right.
And I want to
Yeah,
add something to that.
yeah,
please.
go ahead. Yes,
Yeah.
Lacey.
So, what you said was so perfect when you said, "Are you happy with your life?" And I want to add that I know a lot of people have a fear of opening up, and coming to this retreat is a no judgment zone for people. You come here as you are. We love you for who you are. It doesn't matter. We do not care. We do not care. We just want to help and be there and give you value. So don't be concerned about, oh my gosh, my life. We don't care. Our lives are messes too. That we have.
Mhm.
It's not like that. This is
Mhm.
unconditional love and acceptance, no matter where you're at in your life, and we're here for you. So don't
Mhm.
think that you have to be a certain way or be a certain person to come here. We are all walks of life. We are all different. That's what's the beauty of this. It takes all kinds of kinds to make this world go round. So there's going to be something for everybody here.
Exactly.
Thank you,
You
Lacey.
can come dressed
Yes, come in your
however you
outfit,
want.
be
Come in your
here.
bunny slippers.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
don't
be here.
care. Come looking however you want. Come,
Yes.
come in any way you want. I don't care.
You
There's
could
no
dress in a
know?
unicorn onesie, you know?
Yes.
I
Exactly.
have
We
one of
don't care.
those.
We
No
accept
pressure.
all.
There's no pressure to be. Just be you. That's the only thing
Yes.
that we want.
Yes.
Love that. Thank you,
Exactly.
Lacey.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, this is a judgment-free zone, guys.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
because again, we all have our own shit shows, our own messes.
Yes.
And nobody,
Yes.
none of it, just because we're on this journey doesn't mean any of us are perfect.
No.
I mean, like
No.
I was talking with Christina before you guys came on. Like, I've had like a week of like, I've had like intense anger. And I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? Like, what? Like, there's all, but again, like you said, Lacey, earlier, it's about allowing yourself to feel that and, work through the mess. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just come as you are, guys. We love you no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah, and your stories don't define you, right? That's one thing. That's
No.
one thing I've had to learn like a lot in my life, like being a dude in a wheelchair and kind of going through what like, my journey that none of this, defines who you are. It's all meant to guide you into the person that you can become. And that's what we look at it as. Like none of our past, nothing is a reflection of who we are today. They're all learning processes to becoming the best version of ourselves. So that's what we're bringing. And it's possible that you're gonna have like you might have processes like throughout the retreat as people express their stories and their and meditations and all this stuff. You may go through emotions in the moment, and where all people that are fully equipped to help you get through that. And in those moments, we can apply those tools to really for you to get even a better understanding to how to transform it and to get to the other side, so you can apply it to your own life. So, just some additional wisdom coming through me right now.
Thank you, Vikash.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, that's like right on time. I mean, I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that is
Yeah.
because this is emotional because I know when doing my own healing work or whatever. I mean, I'm right now I'm into these subliminal reprogramming videos. But then maybe that's where this anger, because it's a purging. And when you're purging, like Lacey
Mhm.
was talking about, like, surviving or moving through addiction, I'm sure that was a emotionally painful process because our physical bodies are also
Oh, yeah.
releasing the emotions, and that is emotionally painful. So so be prepared for that, but know that you have a community of people there to support you.
We are ready to catch you.
Yeah, I was doing
Yes.
some heart chakra clearing last night and I was
Mhm.
purging. And yeah, all this stuff came forward that I didn't even know I had anymore. But yes, that happens all the time when you're doing clearing and release work. You find stuff that you don't remember, or you feel that you have, and it comes up. And so you just kind of, I breathe through it.
Yeah.
I do a lot of breath work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you cry, you do a lot of other stuff too, but yeah, breath work is very, very helpful because it moves the it helps with your brain, it helps with so many parts of your body, moving it through, and it just kind of helps me just kind of get through the whole um moment. It just clears it very deeply. I don't know how to it's very, the more I breathe deeper into it, the more I clear it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think breathwork can be quicker. In my experience, a lot of times, breath work and energy work, maybe using those tends to be quicker than just sitting and feeling it. Because sometimes sitting and feeling with it can take like weeks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you're really like targeting and doing the breath work, there's a lot that you can take out. You can take out chunks at a time, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And something else I wanted to add is we also live in a really crazy time, guys.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
After COVID and now like the war and
Yeah.
just everybody, it just seems like we live in a very heightened nervous system world right now. And so it's an opportunity to even really just get grounded and create momentum in your lives in that positive direction so that you can also be the light in the world, because everybody around you needs it, right? Like, and so the more and more we clear ourselves, get to our tools, live from a higher vibration, the more you're going to be spreading that to the people around you. And that's truly how we change the world, guys, right? Like that like is by being a brighter light, by shedding this on other people and kind of planting those seeds. That's what's going to inspire people to live better lives and not get stuck behind their TV and stay in that same dramatic story and gossip that they're telling their friends and whatever aunts or uncles or whatever people bitch about these days. But
Right.
I'm
Being the
just
conduit.
Josh is glowing right now. Thank you.
Yeah,
More
it's
wisdom.
true.
I'm just loving it every day.
I
I love the
know.
way you are so
you.
straight talk
I
about
know.
it.
I love it.
Your
I,
throat chakra is so open. It's
I
like
know.
wonderful.
Good for you.
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
We're all going to hire Vakash to help us.
Right.
At least I know for me,
Person,
succinctly
yeah.
put my message in 3 words instead of 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He's just like, let me make it real easy.
Keep it simple, stupid, guys. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
gift,
it's
guys.
true. It's true. Yeah, that's it. It's perfect because
Mhm.
right now we need to release all those fears and get rid of all that stuff and just concentrate on what we need to concentrate on
And it is safe to
ourselves.
do that.
Yeah.
We're offering a safe space for that. A safe space to lay your heart out on the line and release these emotions and release this energy and allow yourself to go through it, which is so important because safety, feeling safe is what helps you release. It helps you get through it.
Ground.
Ground, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when you start feeling stable in your life and
Right.
can start concentrating on what you can control,
Yeah.
what you can take care of in your life and your environment, and know how you can, you know, take care of you, and it starts to make a big difference in how you feel.
Mhm.
100%.
What good energy today.
Yeah.
I know.
We just need Vikash on all the time.
I know every day. You know what I love about Vikash's his background? I know when he was on Empowered Conversations, that the mirror thing with all the spokes coming out was
Yeah.
literally right
Oh,
over
yeah.
his head. It looked like he had like this beautiful, halo, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, I moved positions this time because somebody told me that I looked kind of demonic because it looked like I had like
No,
symbols.
oh my God, no! It's more beautiful. It was like a beautiful thing. I've got this painting behind me. One of my girlfriends did, and well, you can't really see it, but there were
Yeah, I
times
see
when
it.
my head, see, it's a sun, and there were
Yeah.
times where my head would be like right there,
There. Yeah.
you know. But yeah,
That's cool. I loved seeing you and John make the eggs the other day. That was so cool.
John was amazing. His 2 little boys came on at the
Oh.
end and tried the eggs. They
Oh,
were so freaking cute. I had met them before the broadcast, but yeah, that went amazingly well. And I want all of you guys to come on Defa Rick and Licious Conversations and
yes.
choose a recipe. And yeah, that was really wonderful.
That was so cool.
I had that
Yeah.
in that vision last year, right before I was going to to New York to be on Chef Clemenza's show. And one of my goals and dreams is to do a travel-based type of cooking show. Like, I don't know if y'all watch Netflix documentaries, but Ugly Delicious with David Chang, that's one of my favorites. I love the really deep conversations he has with various people from all over the world about real stuff, not just about food. Because through food we find connection with everybody around the world. And it
Food
really brings
is
us
really
to this
an
oneness.
important part of our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what kinda where I had the basis that, and then there's Chef, there's Ugly, Fat, Salt, Acid, Heat,
Love
there's,
that one.
Chef's Table. What now?
I love that one. Salt, fat, acid,
Yes,
heat. I've watched it
yes.
like 4 times.
My daughter
Yes.
likes
I'm obsessed.
watching Chef Ramsay's kitchen with the kids.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah,
The
okay.
kids, the kids are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, she loves the fact that the kids are cooking and yeah. And my husband's like, I don't know if she should be watching, because he gets kind of grumpy, but I think it's okay with the kids.
I think that's part of the act as well. That's part of
Yeah,
his forte that he brings, his
yeah,
specialty.
but
Mhm.
she loves Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
she's
love
always
the competing cooking shows like Chopped and Beating
I do
Bobby Flay and all that
I
I
kind of
do
stuff.
love Beat
too.
Bobby Flay.
I used to watch Iron Chef all the time.
I love Iron Chef.
I even watched the old Iron Chef, like
Mhm.
the original Iron
Original
Chef.
over in
Yeah, when it was in
I
a
think
different,
Japan, yeah, Tokyo.
yes, yes, I loved Iron Chef,
Mhm.
and it would
That
be
was one of
like,
my favorite shows, and when I go to restaurants, I enjoy that culinary experience, and I remember being at a restaurant in Wilmington, and I ordered this tuna dish, and with the tuna dish was, like a little cup of a liquid, like a Asian, type liquid, like a ponzu sauce that you would take a bite of the tuna, and then you would sip, and I was like, "This is like Iron Chef," you know? Oh, yeah.
yes, I loved watching those shows. I'd watch them all the time.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
So y'all better come out to the retreat because Stefani over here is going to be bringing us some Iron Chef like meditative dessert food things that are going to take you into a higher vibrational state, right? Like that's
I
what
Oh
we're
my
know.
God, I love that.
I
doing.
can't wait. I
Um,
can't wait to try your food.
yes, yeah, and I'm still I've obviously I don't know that I'll cook, but I have so many recipes that don't require the use of heat,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm just so excited. Yeah, you're gonna oh my God, it's like scrumptious, deep frickin' licious, guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I know you're making something. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited to try something from you.
Yes, and it's something
So,
obviously I'm not gonna be bringing, from here. I'll be shopping when I get there. I'm coming in on Thursday, early. So I
yeah.
think I get there at like 2 and then I'm gonna go do my shopping and I'm staying
Yeah.
Lacey, I'm staying with you and Sarah
Yep.
and Angela. That's super gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Pillow fights. I, I'm joking.
I
Maybe we
guess
will. I
I'm
don't know.
coming over to your
Yeah.
place. You guys are where all the fun's gonna be.
We're gonna be where the party's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because you know where we'll go.
Yeah, I'll be rolling through for sure. Pillow
Yeah,
fights
yeah.
are
Come over for the fun.
Yes.
pillow fights are my top 5 favorite things.
Yep.
You can probably hit your soul with a pillow, right? Just
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we might be opening up some throat chakras,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my.
All kinds of chakra opening that weekend.
Well,
And
guys, I am so sorry. I have to hop off here, and I have Reiki appointments today, and I have
I was
Yes.
gonna
I have-
say you were gonna do just the heart, but now you have time for the whole.
time for those. Yes, and if it's
Are
okay,
you-
I'd like to talk about that for a second.
Yes, please,
Okay,
please.
so for my 2 hours, I'm gonna talk about my journey with Reiki, tell my story a little, but we're gonna do a full Reiki session for the group. And I've been practicing. The most I've done is a group of 20, and we all connected our heart chakras and we opened all of our chakras at the same time, which was super fun, super cool, amazing. So what I'm going to do is lead everybody into a group healing, and we're going to clear all 7 of our chakras. And the group intention is to open up our unconditional love, because I think right now like you guys we were all talking about the world. What is happening? We're just all sitting back here watching, and there's a lot of people who are in fight or flight mode all the time, and they don't get out of it. And my goal is to get you out of it. I want you to be in rest and relaxation. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel safe. And I want your body to relax, and I want you to be able to receive everything that you're going to receive that week. So that's my goal, is to get everybody in that open heart chakra space to be able to receive everything and to be able to put that love out and to be able to open ourselves up to clarity.
That's beautiful.
Wonderful. You gave me cold chills because wow.
Yeah.
All 7 chakras.
All 7, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
God, this is gonna be I'm having an out-of-body experience, like just jumping out of my skin, elated.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. All of the different events are going to be really, really beautiful in their own unique way. We're going to work with our guardian angel. I'm going to take you into a hypnotic state, and we're going to actually go to the other side of the veil and connect with your individual guardian angels. We're going to go into the Akashic records to connect with our guardian angels.
How cool.
And so this is a very unique session that only Lightworker, I was only certified to do after I became a Lightworker practitioner. So I'm very excited to offer this. And but after this, you'll be able to work with your personal guardian angel indefinitely.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that.
So
awesome. Well, I'll be sharing my story. I know for those of y'all who don't know, my book is called Rolling with It: Lessons Learned While Sitting Down, and it's all about my journey from having an accident at 22 years old that left me a paraplegic, and the journey that I went on to actually learn how to release emotions and to connect to our intuition and to manifest our life and to protect our energies. And I'll be sharing a bunch of different energetic tools on how you can do that well. And possibly we might be opening up throat chakras now that we know that that's a pretty big thing with me over here. So I don't know.
Power. That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, it's I've been a comedian for a couple of years, so if you feel that vibe from me in this call, I'm basically gonna bring you a bunch of jokes and stuff into my my performance. So definitely be there. You're not gonna want to miss it, and guaranteed you're gonna be transformed.
So excited.
Love it.
Look forward to it.
Love it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be talking about all things mindset around health and wellness and food, because it's like I said, everyone knows that when you reach a stop sign, it means to stop. But if you run the stop sign, just knowing it meant to stop means nothing. So there's a mindset behind a choice, and there's all kinds of excuses that people tend to make up about why they don't choose healthier food. It's too expensive. It's too time consuming. It doesn't taste as good. And I'm there to show you that you can shift your mindset around that, any excuse that you have coming up, to make a healthier choice, because at the end of the day, health is wealth.
Yes.
And your health is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. One of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself.
I agree.
Being mindful of choice.
That's
And John
beautiful.
Corbellini joined us. So guys, we're almost at an hour.
Yep.
And I know Lacey's got to go and do some Reiki and to transform some more lives.
So excited. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is. Well, awesome. Go ahead, Christina.
It's so nice to connect with you guys, and I'm so excited. And I'm excited to be on your show soon, in 2 weeks.
Yes. Send me over your bio, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
excited too, Lacey. You're the last person. Yes.
Well, and because it was nice.
Save the best for last, I guess, right?
All right. Well, you guys have the best day, and thank you so much.
Thanks,
great
guys.
to meet you.
Bye, guys. You have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Love
Bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good
Love
one.
you too.